So good morning, students. So in our previous classes, we have seen the importance of material management, advantages, functions, and other aspects of the material management, and inventory control importance, requirements, advantages, planning, everything we have learned in the previous classes. Now we are going to learn other important aspects of the management is material requirement planning, that is MRP. So MRP is normally maximum retail price, that is in other aspect of the business. This is in the case of material management. Material requirement planning is MRP. So the most of the companies use material requirement planning software to plan and manage the purchase, production, and transfer orders of finished goods and components based on a demand plan or forecast. So again, the two important aspect of the economy, demand and forecasting, is very much essential for the material requirement planning. So companies will use the software for their purchase, production, and transfer of finished goods. So for that, material requirement planning is very essential. It is time phased and can manage large number of materials and bill of materials to ensure right components are ordered and on hand to support production scheduling software. So these new material requirement softwares will help to make material requirement and purchases and material management for a number of products, and bill of materials ensure which is used for the right purposes. Even though all these things is there, yet material requirement planning system cannot do everything. It will not do all aspect, but it is part of the material management system. So this material requirement planning is the material managers have to ensure that data is accurate and supply attributes are set optimally, which can be non-trivial and can make or break the effectiveness of an material requirement planning. So the for perfect material requirement planning, yeah, perfect data, accurate data is required, and supply attributes are set optimally. So accurate system and data only make the system perfect. So the material managers has to have the data very accurate for good material requirement planning. Then the bill of material has to be up to date. These are not static documents. Specification change resulting in changes and suppliers, this information must be accurate. So the bill of material is one of the important document which is providing all the data for the material managers and purchase managers. So it should not be static. Constantly the same document only produced in for so many years. If you ask any old purchase managers, for more than 5 to 6 years, they will maintain same purchase data. Sir, last year we made same purchase only. This year also same. We are making same purchase. Last year there is no COVID-19. This year there is a COVID-19. So it is not a static document. Keep on, we have to update it. That is the important part. Then the lead time for all components and supplier locations must be up to date, including the transit time, shipping times, and suppliers are changing, and sometimes location change as well. As when you are maintaining the data, the transit time, lead time is very important. If we need a product for a emergency, how long it will take to reach our destination for the particular product or material, where the supplier is there, what is their location, is it possible to directly go there and purchase the product. These are all the important informations are required for purchase manager or the material manager. Then other aspect is, again they are coming back with forecast and demand plan must be constantly updated, and every effort should be taken to make them as accurate as possible. So the demand and forecasting is very, very important for any business. Without demand and forecasting of production, of supply for any company, the demand and forecasting data should be available for the accurate purchase possible. So it must be very much available in the purchase manager or the material manager with the accurate data. The next important is this is critical in materials to stock environment and material to order scenarios, because you need to MTS MTO is material to stock and material to order scenarios, because you need to ensure components and capacities are available to meet those future requirement. So for the future requirement, all these data and environments are providing critical analysis we have to do for a perfect material requirement planning. Then all the above data is crucial in their own right, but they also contribute to the calculations of reorder points and buffer inventories for all finished goods and materials. So these reorder quantity and buffer inventories are very, very important for any purchase or material manager. So the all documents should be kept in a right way to do the material planning requirement in a right way. A material requirement planning system generally do not calculate or evaluate reorder points and inventory buffers. Sometimes the material requirement planning will not calculate the reorder quantity and inventory quantity. In rare occasions they do so. Sometimes some softwares they will do the reorder quantity and inventory buffers. They might not be using the same calculation best suited for your particular business. For our particular business, for our situation, there is a different reorder quantity and as well as buffer inventories are required. Depends upon the our requirement, we have to adjust it. Then this depends on growth or decay of business in general. It also depends on the volatility of the business environment. Depends upon the business factors, business volatility, business demand, business environment. We have to change the reorder quantity and the buffer inventories. So to understand the material management and material requirement planning, a person should know very well about the management concepts. Then we can easily understand the components of material requirement planning, which we'll be seeing in the next step. Then why sir, I will come to the point. Economic data are also showing a constrained supply side. The Institute for Supply Management Index measuring backlogs of orders in manufacturing has reached its highest level since May 2004. The purchase order and the requirement level has to be planned properly. Depends upon the economic data, the Institute of Supply Management giving that there is a different changes are making in particular period of time. According to that purchase managers and the material manager has to make their arrangements properly. Set against robust demand, supply chains are struggling to keep up, the ISM says. These are all the important aspects. I want to hear one thing mentioned that, see, the management concepts are very familiar for India in the last 20 to 25 years. From 1995, we can say that. For other countries or the superpower or whoever the country in the world, they are familiar with this management concept, very much familiar with the management concept in the last 60 years or 70 years. So we have a gap between the Indian management system or the Indian production system or material management system. We have a gap of at least 35 to 40 years. So to establish the management concept in a particular country or the people of any country, it requires at least 30 to 40 years complete establishment. That way we are lagging behind the superpowers in the applications of management concepts and the businesses. So we have to learn this concept very well, and we have to use the economic data for the future growth. The economic and management are both hand in hand. So all we have to understand the economic data's importance as well as the management concepts power. Then, regardless if the issue is demand or supply related, management requirement planning systems are not suited for analyzing and resetting demand and supply attributes on a continuous basis. So this is one of the issue which is very critical. The management requirement plan, material requirement planning will not go with the demand and supply. Then most companies do these calculations and evaluations themselves in homegrown software or spreadsheets. So the individual companies, small companies, they will go with their own ideas of softwares and spreadsheets. The other very big companies use the third party software specifically designed to size and calculate the inventory parameters on a rolling basis, while populating the material requirement planning with reorders points and buffers over a next 6 to 12 months. Depends upon the situation, they will plan the market, they will plan the material requirement planning with the software help for 6 to 12 months. That is very important. Then material requirement planning, the bottom line is that system are very good and may be the central engine for managing inventory and ensuring customer service. So nowadays, every company is very much expecting, and consumers also expecting, the customer service the topmost priority. For the topmost priority service, the inventory management has to be managed properly. For that, material requirement system and planning is very, very important. However, material requirement planning system require good data and the setting of optimal parameters to run effectively. This includes the periodic recalculation of reorder points and buffers, often best done by specialty software such as Demandcaster. So to explain the new software solutions, the Demandcaster is one of the software which is providing very systematic solution for the material requirement planning. We will see some of the importance of the Demandcaster. It is interesting to also note when the company first built Demandcaster, it was done so with the inclusion of a robust material requirement planning engine in order to properly visualize the impact of demand and supply are both short and long term basis. So again, here economic importance, short and long term businesses forecasting and demand is required for proper material requirement planning engine. So the data, again, what we are mentioning here is the purchase manager should have proper demand forecasting, reorder quantity, buffer stock, all these data when required, where required, transit time, lead time, where the destination is. The data must be accurate for material requirement planning. With the accurate data, with the software help, we can do extremely good material planning for the profit maximization for the organization. For better visualizing your reality, the Demandcaster help you move from reactive response to more proactive decisions. You may be aware about the reactive decisions means after a problem we will be reacting. Proactive means before a problem the decision will be made to rectify the issue. That is, this Demandcaster is helping for the proactive decisions. Today, many of our customers prefer to use Demandcaster in place of their enterprise resource planning system, since it moves all the material requirement planning related parameters out of the enterprise resource planning black box, making it easier to modify settings and view the impact before taking action. So they are separating the MRP and ERP so that it is easy to identify the problems and the solutions. Then next, These orders can then be pushed back to your enterprise resource planning for execution. So the demand caster is very simplified computerized system for the material requirement planning for most of the companies. This is what we learned. We are going to learn about it now. What will be the future look like for material requirement planning? The future is demand driven material requirement planning provides an overview of the next generation material requirement planning in multi-level planning and techniques for execution with 5 components. 5 important components are very much understandable and it is required for future of the material requirement planning. What is the 5 important component? Strategic inventory positioning. The first question in managing inventory effectively, efficiently should be provide our current environment and system. Where do we place inventory to be given a maximum optimal protection? Inventory in this case is linked to a break wall, that is shield boards from rough waves. So normally we're doing a purchase manager or material manager job is like a rowing a boat in a rough waves. So this strategic inventory positioning will help him to do the activity in a better way. The second important component is buffer level and profiles. Once the location is set and established, demand driven material requirement planning groups the parts and material based on behaviors into buffer profiles. It takes into consideration the materials variability, supply and demand, lead time, environment relative, if the part is bought, made or distributed, and if there are multiple significant orders involved. So the second important is buffer level and profiles. This component will make the various aspects of the supply and demand and lead time and other aspects. So we should know about these components. The third important component is dynamic adjustment. Each group and individual factors change over times as new materials are produced and new suppliers are called in, new markets are found, and manufacturing methods and capacities change. For any company, the dynamic adjustments are very much essential. Every modern management concepts are expecting new markets, new suppliers, and new manufacturing methods, cost effective, so that we can improve the business as well as the profit level. For the new market identification and execution, dynamic adjustments must be adopted by the material requirement planning. Then demand driven planning, the fourth component is the specific factor that takes full advantage of the great computational power of computers either through software or hardware. It also factors in pull based or demand driven approaches. The demand driven planning is depends upon the computer powers. With the help, the planning has to be executed properly. Then fifth important point is collaborative and highly visible execution. The always the material requirement planning or any other planning has to be a collaborative approach. Here we are collaborating the components used to manage and synchronize manufacturing order, transfer order, and purchase order in a relation to the changes in the execution horizon. To execute proper execution, all the various components must be collaborated and highly visible execution is required. These are all the 5 important components for the future material requirement planning. These 5 specific components were produced to eliminate and hamper the nervousness of the old MRP system in challenging and complex environment. In the provisional, in the previous manual system, lot of nervousness will be there, whether the product is there or not there, it will come or not. Everything will be solved by the modern techniques. The demand driven material requirement planning creates an environment where fewer planners can think and create faster and better decisions. Only fewer planners can plan the demand-driven material requirement planning, and has been integrated and applied effectively in a wide variety of environment like make to stock or make to order, CTO configure to order, and ETO engineer to order. So these are all the important various terminologies used in the material planning. So the make to stock, make to order, earlier MTO and MTS is there, where I mentioned material of stock and material of order. That is material or make, both are same. Whatever the material stock or materials or make the order or make the stock. So the original version is make to stock and make to order, and the methodologies varies for each environment, but the 5 components remain the same. Wherever their methodology will same, but the 5 important components will be continued the same. Methodologies may be varied. Then the demand-driven material requirement planning is labeled as an important innovation in synchronization and material planning that uses information and knowledge of the theory of constraints. Theory of constraints is always constraints will be there. We have to make the proper material planning. Then Lean Six Sigma, 99.9% perfect production without any defect material. For that, material requirement planning is essential. And traditional DRP and MRP into breakthrough transformation and innovation for a better future. These are all the important aspects of material requirement planning. So we learned today is what is material requirement planning and how it is done with the modern computerized system, and 5 components of material requirement planning and other aspects of material requirement planning in the material management. So in further details about the other, we will learn in the next classes. Thank you.